Good morning, everybody.
How'd that go?
Wake up. Wake up, wake up.
What happened?
Yes! Good morning, everyone.
What's that?
That was the remix.
Oh,
yeah.
great. Hi.
Yeah.
You guys, thank you. Thank you for joining our show. It's Friday, September 24th.
Yeah.
The last Friday of September.
Yeah, it's officially Libra season.
Ooh, that's you, isn't it?
It is me. I'm on the very much the other end, though.
What do you mean by that?
Right before Scorpio season, on
Yeah?
the 21st, yeah.
Does that mean something specific?
It means I'm indecisive and crazy.
I'm glad we have a reason to blame for all of those things about you.
Yeah. We have a really exciting show for you today. We have Jeff Petriello coming in to talk about his new tarot deck, the Pasta Tarot. We also have Krysta Rodriguez, Broadway legend, coming in to chat with us live. And we also did a little shoot with Jonathan Hawkins and Alex Dropa to talk about the upcoming Washashore Music Festival.
It's going to be a big fall here in Provincetown.
It really is. We're killing it.
I know. This has been like the craziest September ever. Aside from how busy it's been, can we talk for a second about all these mosquitoes? They were swarming me in the shower this morning, and I don't have an outdoor shower. Like in my house. I've never seen a mosquito in my shower.
I was in like the chip aisle at Stop and Shop, reached for a bag of Thai chili Doritos, and there was one on my hand biting me.
Really?
I was like, what the hell is going on?
It's insane. They're huge, they're aggressive, they're everywhere.
Yeah, but do you know why?
Why?
So this is what I read. No idea if this is actually true, but I heard that there was an overwash over a dune during a storm a few weeks ago in Truro, which created like kind of a big puddle behind the dune and it wouldn't drain. So a bunch of these mosquitoes laid eggs in this stagnant water and then they all hatched last weekend, which is when it all started.
Oh.
Yeah, and what makes these extra special is because it was ocean water, these are saltwater mosquitoes as opposed to freshwater mosquitoes, which I didn't know was a thing.
How does that make, I mean, are they bigger?
No, the biggest difference is, do you know how typically you only get bitten by mosquitoes like at dusk, like as the sun is starting to set, and like once the night happens it doesn't, and during the day they don't bite? These feed all day.
It feels like that.
Yeah.
Literally in the shower, I could see them being like, oh, it's a lot of water, I'm going for it. Like coming in, like into the cascading water and landing on my arm.
They're hungry.
It's crazy.
Yeah, we hosted trivia here at the Provincetown Brewing Company this past Monday, and we all showed up and we were all getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. So I was like, oh, I'll run to CVS and get some bug spray. I walked in, looked everywhere, and then I finally asked one of the attendants, I was like, can you point me in the direction of bug spray? She's like, we're out. I was like, you're out? And apparently everyone went to go get bug spray. We were late. But luckily one of our guests for trivia, who also couldn't get bug spray, Googled it and said that lavender is an acceptable replacement for bug spray, and he had this lavender lotion that we all moisturized and protected ourselves with.
Yeah, slathering lavender lotion at trivia. It felt very like...
I'd very much rather that than spray DEET. I don't know why, but I hear it's bad.
Well, but if you use that like all-natural bug spray that doesn't have DEET in it, then they get you. Like they don't bite the people that have DEET on them.
I mean, I do feel like
I just feel like they're in
I know.
here.
Me too. Like this morning, I think I was brushing my teeth or something, and I like felt something on my leg. I was like, if that is a fucking mosquito right now, I'm gonna lose it. It wasn't. It was just PTSD.
Even yesterday during my Pilates class, the Pilates instructor was like, keep doing what you're doing. I'm fighting off mosquitoes right now. Like, broke his like the things that he was saying to tell us that he was getting attacked by mosquitoes.
Jesus.
It's gonna be over soon, right?
Is it? What's gonna stop it?
Mark says no.
Like a frost would stop it. So we've got like 3 more weeks, if we're lucky.
I mean, it is very autumnal right now.
Ooh, what a delicious looking cookie.
Where are these from?
Relish.
Yeah. Fall.
Yum.
So how was your week?
It was good. After last Friday's show, I worked all day at the brewery, and then I did a little performance in Joao Santos' show at the post office.
That was last Friday?
It was entirely sold out. It was kind of a who's who of Provincetown in the audience. It was really amazing. I can't even explain to you how amazing Joe was. The whole time I was like, just like in awe of what an incredible performer he was. The song choices were super, super incredible. The band was amazing. Mike Flanagan was so great. The crowd was amazing, which is like definitely contributes to a really fun performance. And me and Joe did a duet of No Scrubs, and I did the rap in the middle.
How'd it go?
Great.
Really?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
Aw.
thanks, Jonathan. I think I got all the words. I'm glad. People kept sending me videos of me doing the rap, and I was like, I will get canceled if this goes on the internet.
Don't we have that to show to our viewers?
No.
Why not? There's not a video from Joe's show?
No.
If you missed it, I guess.
Yeah, but it was such an incredible show. Joel mentioned that I don't know if this is like fully known, but I think he's gonna have another show Halloween weekend.
Really?
Yeah, so follow him on Instagram so you can, as soon as those tickets are released, I would scoop some up because this one sold out in just a few days, and I think it oversold. There was not an empty 6 inches in that space. It was so incredible.
Joe is the Beyonce of Provincetown.
Literally, yeah.
Work, lady.
Yeah. What'd you get up to this past weekend?
Last weekend, just work, and now, it just hasn't slowed down yet. September's been really marvelous. Lots of people, friendly, happy people coming to spend money in our places of work.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's slowed down either.
No, it hasn't. It's great.
It's great. Yeah.
It is great. But then there's less people working. So the other night, on Wednesday, the managers were like, there's not a waiter for right here, so you guys are doing the bar and over here. And I was like, I kind of need like a whole day to prepare for that. Like if I show up and you say that, then I'm like in the weeds the whole time, and I was totally stressed out and in the weeds. But like if you laugh and smile while you're in the weeds, people are a lot more patient, I've discovered.
I love when they're like, oh, that's your section, I just sat 3 tables.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
Like people are just sitting there with empty cups staring at me, and I was like, like there's nothing you can do about it.
But you're so charming, it works.
Oh, thanks. You're so charming too.
Yeah, I did the same thing last night, it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, as September continues along, it kind of just turns into more friends and a little less staff, but we stay pretty busy. A lot of restaurants are starting to close on certain days or close entirely, which is a total bummer, but I feel like it seemingly so far is condensing in a way that is supporting the restaurants that are still open, which is great.
Yeah, I guess it's a good time to tell you that the Red Inn is still open 7 days a week.
Every day.
We are doing happy hour 7 days a week too, but I think this might be the last week of 7-day happy hour.
Really?
That's what Peter said yesterday.
Oh, I thought it was going to be much later.
I did too, but it's,
Yeah. Follow the Red Inn on Facebook because we always post updates about that there.
Right.
I also went to the last Fag Bash this past week.
Oh, me too.
Were you there?
Yeah.
I did not see you.
I didn't see you either. I was there. We were there. We got there kind of late. So like my friend Rocco had come to visit me at work, and we left the Red Inn at like 12 or something.
Cute.
So we got there for the last bit of it.
Nice.
But it was real. The last one's always really magical and beautiful.
The theme was Fredericks of Hollywood versus International Male.
That explains it.
Why I was literally naked.
Why everybody but me was literally naked. I know a friend of mine texted and was like, "What's your costume?" I was like, "My costume is fresh out of work, right off my shift. A t-shirt and jeans. Does that fit the theme?"
That should be a theme one week, and everyone could just wear work uniforms, like cut into crop tops.
Didn't I tell you they used to do this party called Kook, and the last Kook was like dress as your favorite townie, not the Kook prom. And Mark Luke went in like a black on black with a white apron, and I was like, "What's that?" He's like, "You."
Aww.
He's like, "You're my favorite townie, and you always wear your work outfit to the club." I was like, "That's a read at the same time as a compliment." Thanks, Mark.
He's like, "I love you because you always wear your uniform out." You're like, ugh.
It's easy to replicate.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the tides and the weather for the weekend.
Let's do tides and weather.
Okay, because I just want to make sure that it's not going to be like all wet and nasty. But today, high tide is at 2:21, which means my favorite thing, high tide happy hour.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be high tide all weekend at the Red Inn during happy hour.
Yeah, and
So
it's pretty.
come.
Yeah, it's pretty windy, so we might get some splashes against the Red Inn. Today, I think later we're gonna have some thunderstorms.
Really?
Yeah, and showers tomorrow morning. But the rest of the weekend looks pretty good. Mostly sunny. Everyone keeps saying the words "last beach day" get said about every 5 minutes throughout the entire month of September. So who knows when the last beach day will actually be, but not this weekend.
My phone is telling me that the rain isn't going to start until 5.
That's perfect.
That can change. It will change, of course, but that means that we get high tide happy hour with great weather, or we'll get to see it coming. I love being at T, where you can see a storm coming, like from like over the whole town.
I love being at Boy Beach, and you can see it coming. And you're like, I have to get out of here.
You're like, oh my God, I got to get out of here. You guys, I'll get your first names later.
Why? Just kidding.
Once after the last beach day, what are you going to do for your Boy Beach orgy? You're going to have to host it on land.
Yeah.
At your house.
It's perfect.
Be indoors. Otherwise, there's going to be mosquitoes there.
That's very true. I mean, they're indoors anyway. Tomorrow is the beginning of a brand new week here in Provincetown. It's called Provincetown Wellness Week. It's coming at a perfect time for me. All summer, I kind of do whatever I want and don't really worry about my like health and fitness, just because I'm so busy and I'm working so much that it kind of gets covered by shaking 3,000 cocktails a day. I'm like, that's kind of my cardio. And then as the fall slows down, I continue eating the way I'm eating, and then work slows down. And then I gain 20 pounds before Halloween, and I'm trying not to let that happen this year. So Provincetown Wellness Week is gonna come at a really great time for me, where I can kind of get back into, like, kind of kickstart getting back into fitness. It's gonna be a super fun week. There's gonna be yoga, meditation, dune hikes, boot camp, fitness classes, and you can go to ptownwellness.com to check out the full schedule of that. It's gonna be a really fun week. This is the inaugural week. I think it's gonna be happening every year, so I think it's really important that the town comes out and like gives it a really great kickoff.
Who started this?
Stefan Piscatelli.
One of our favorite yogis.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah, he's my roommate. He's been clacking away on his computer for the last 3 months getting it all set up.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm really happy about this. Does that mean we're gonna have to lay off of the fried sampler at Cumbies?
No, you just have to do a yoga class for every one you eat.
While you're like picking mozzarella sticks out of your teeth.
Sounds amazing. That's my kind of meditation. Can anyone else meditate without a mozzarella stick in their mouth?
It's hard.
Yeah.
I did go to the Beachcomber on Monday for a little off-campus lunch.
You love the Beachcomber these days.
I do. Well, also, this is the first year that they're open till October 2nd instead of closing on Labor Day. So we're like trying to cram in extra fun.
He just like lives for clam strips and a taco bowl.
I do. Well, fried scallops. It's the best fried scallops on the planet, honestly.
Are they the big ones or the little ones?
They're like that.
I like
But they give you a bunch.
Oh, that sounds amazing. I do like the smaller scallops for fried scallops. Yeah. Personally, I'm sure they're delicious, but
no, the big ones are great. They're juicy and fresh and local.
That's one of the things that if it's on fried scallops are on a menu, my mother gets them. So I always eat 1 or 2 off her plate my entire life.
When are we going to talk about this huge event gone viral?
Go for it.
So, wait, Jonathan, just remember, everybody, that October 9th, which is a week from tomorrow, is the inaugural. There's lots of inaugurals happening this time of year, which I love.
Yeah.
Like, town is busy, it's popping, people are starting new things, and one of those new things that's happening next weekend is the inaugural Project Valor Sailing Initiative, which, as we've mentioned on the show before, is a nonprofit designed to help disabled veterans learn how to sail, and children, and it's all about, it's sailing.
Yeah.
And the gala that's happening at the Tanasi Gallery next Saturday starts at 4 o'clock.
It's 4 to 7.
It's 4 to 7, and there's going to be some amazing performances. Live from Provincetown is helping produce the event.
Yeah.
Kaya's going to sing the national anthem. Do you think she'll do it in Whitney's original key?
Duh.
I want to be there for that, but I have to work that day.
And they're also encouraging everyone to bring flags, any flags you'd like to bring. We're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance and also the national anthem in honor of everyone who is serving, has served, or shed blood, or given the last full measure of devotion.
There's an art raffle, there's an open wine bar, food, street performers, the town crier will be there ringing his bell. And Adam wants to remind everybody that all are invited to bring your flags, no matter what their hue, to honor and reaffirm as a united community our Pledge of Allegiance and join in the singing of our national anthem in honor and remembrance of those who serve, have served, shed blood, or given the last full measure of devotion. So please join us next Saturday at 4 o'clock at the Tanasi Gallery.
Is that next Saturday? 2 Saturdays from now. Next Saturday is the 2nd.
You're right.
Yeah.
But donate. You can go to projectvalorsailing.org and donate to this really wonderful charity. And special thanks to the Post Office Cafe and the Mayflower Restaurant for allowing us to string our banner across Commercial Street.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, it's going to be really beautiful.
That's awesome.
I know. I have a bunch of veterans in my family. Do you?
Yeah, my father.
Yeah. So thank you.
There was some news this week that came out. Cassandra Peterson, who is better known as her character Elvira, released a memoir, and there was a lot of kind of shocking things that she released, but the biggest takeaway that people were kind of shocked by was that she said that she's been in a relationship with another woman for the last 19 years.
19?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it feels weird because so many people are like, welcome to the queer community, but I just feel like Elvira's been a part of the queer community for quite some time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's kind of a queer icon. She kind of says she's not sure how she identifies, but that she is in love with a woman.
Is she going to be the Grand Marshal of the Carnival Parade next year?
Let's do it.
I read that on something.
No, I think that was people calling for it.
Oh, that would be amazing.
That'd be especially for monsters, myths, and legends, because she's a monster, a myth, and a legend.
It has to be Elvira. Jonathan, you have her number, don't you? Get us
Do
Elvira.
you? Call her.
Cassie.
I'm gonna kill you.
There's a bunch of rumors flying around too that we need to maybe dispel. The Red Inn has not been sold.
No, someone told me the Red Inn sold. Someone told me Venezia sold. It's one of those things where
I heard the Crown and Anchor sold.
Weird. It's one of those things where I feel like if there's one semi-substantiated rumor and then it just boils over into all these crazy offshoot rumors.
Right.
Yeah.
So we can confirm. Sorry, excuse me. There's a little frog in my throat.
Is it a mosquito?
Yeah. The Red Inn has not been sold,
Yes.
and nor has Venezia's.
Yeah. Great. Another thing that happened this week in kind of international news that really kind of hit me hard is Willie Garson, the actor who played Stanford Blatch on Sex and the City, passed away after a battle with pancreatic cancer. This just
57.
Yeah. This hit me a little hard because I'm a huge fan of Sex and the City, and I feel like it came out in a time where a lot of people were like, these are for women acting like gay men, and I think they're women acting like women who act like that. You know what I mean? But I think it's such an iconically queer show, and I think Stanford Blatch kind of led the charge with that, and he was such an incredible character, and I totally fell in love with him and his character on the show as older, unidentified gay friend. Mm-hmm. But really sad to hear that.
I know. Aw.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. What else you got, Bob?
Huh?
What else you got?
Well, yesterday was just my favorite day of the year. I know I say that a lot about the Thursdays that happen, but my friend is visiting from Miami. He's sitting right over there. And he and his husband, Owen, this is what's so funny. So they're visiting from Miami. Rocco used to run a restaurant here called Edwige at night that I worked at a long time ago. I talk about it a lot on the show.
Yeah.
And
we should make that your drinking game. Every time you talk about a dweej, we take a shot.
Okay.
Yeah. I will be blackout drunk all the time.
Wow. Anyway, it's going to be that kind of show tonight?
Every day.
So they get here, I think, on Sunday night. Or no, it was the night Tuesday night. So I text him, I was like, where are you guys? He's like, oh, we're at the Pig, but everybody already left. It's just me and Owen. Do you even feel like coming anymore? I was like, you're the two that I'm coming to see. I see everybody else all the time.
Yeah, I don't care about those other people.
Yeah, I see them all the time. No, so we went to the Pig where we were swarmed by mosquitoes. All the windows and the doors are open and we're the only table left in there. And I was like, God, it's getting really bad. And there was a straight couple sitting at the bar. And this has never happened to me before, ever.
Sitting by a straight couple?
No.
Oh.
We're I get up to go get us some margaritas, and this lady who's sitting at the bar, it's just her and her husband. I'm standing there waiting for the bartender, and she looks up at me and she goes, has anyone ever told you look like a young Eric Clapton? And I was like, thank you. Thank you for laughing. I was like, no. I was like, I don't look like Eric Clapton. She's like, but you have skills, don't you? And I was like, well, yeah. And
is that an Eric Clapton song?
No, she was just like, I can just tell that you're a really lovely, talented person. And I was like, okay, I'm here for that.
You're like, oh, I'm so glad that reads.
Right. And she was like, I'm buying you a drink. And I was like, really? I was like, that's so nice, just randomly. And I was like, but I need 3 margaritas because my 2 friends over there need a margarita too. And she was like, I'm buying all 3 drinks. And I was like, a straight woman has never bought me 3 drinks at once in Provincetown before.
Interesting. There's a first for everything.
I know. And she was like, my name is so-and-so. Sue? My name is my name, and I'm a retired federal marshal, and I'm just like so excited to be here. I'm from Falmouth, and I was like, oh, I work at the Red Inn. Come in next week and say hi. And she was like, I will. She's like, if I walk in and you look like you don't recognize me, I'm going to be furious. And I was like,
Good thing you remember her name.
I'm better with faces than names.
Great.
I want to say Sue. So Sue from Falmouth, I will be waiting to see you on Tuesday night.
Cute.
Hi.
Good morning. Is it time for pasta taro? Yeah. I don't. Oh.
Are we going to see him?
I know.
Hi.
Hi, Jeff.
Oh my gosh, hi. I'm so happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
We're happy to have you. I meant
How's
to
it
introduce
going?
you as, I was going to say, I'm sure everyone remembers you as the guy that everyone was mad at me for not picking on Mary Harry, our
Oh
dating
wow.
game.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, even my mother was like, why didn't you pick Jeff? Thanks, Mom.
Honestly, I blacked that out. I don't want it to come between us. You know what I mean?
Perfect. I love that. Well, congratulations on the launch of your Kickstarter for your new tarot deck.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I had a great first day. We got 50% funded yesterday, so it was a
Wow.
good launch. Yeah, super
That's
happy.
killer. Congratulations. We'll get you the rest of the way today.
I really hope so. I appreciate it. This is actually my first press spot about the Pasta Tarot, so thank you so much for the exclusive.
Tell us all about it.
Yeah, what was the kind of the inspiration behind this?
Sure, so here's the Pasta Tarot. As you can see, it's a tarot deck that has pasta on it. Every card has a little pasta. We have like this cute grandpa making tomato sauce. It's very Italian-American. And it came as the result of a mashup between my tarot skills. I've been reading tarot since I was 14, so it's been like 2 decades. And my friend Rob, who's my co-designer, who's a pasta aura reading drag queen that goes by the name of Isa Miyamoto. So Isa goes to events, asks you a few questions, tells you sort of what your like spirit pasta shape is. And when I saw her do that, my mind just like exploded. And I was like, I had no idea that pasta shapes had metaphysical properties. I can make a tarot deck out of that. So that's kind of how it started, and it's been like 2 years in the making. We worked with an incredible illustrator named Lindsay Mound, who did an incredible job. And yeah, we launched yesterday. So that's kind of the short of it.
I like need to know my pasta.
Oh my God.
What's your pasta?
I don't know. It's got to be like
You
a
have
filled
to-
pasta.
You have to get Rob to read you. We did some last night on Instagram Live, and I have a feeling we're going to be doing more. So if
Oh,
people
cute.
follow
I'll
us at
definitely
Pasta
stay
Tarot,
tuned.
yeah, you might be able to get a pasta aura reading for sure.
Oh my God, amazing.
You didn't have him read you when he was here doing it at trivia that night?
No. It was just before trivia. I think it was late.
No.
Do you want to do a quick thing right now?
Yeah, for sure. And I do want to say I'm coming back into town on Saturday. So most likely I will be at the brewery, like maybe on Sunday, just hanging out with the deck. If anyone wants a reading or to come say hi, I'll be there for sure.
Oh, awesome.
So yeah, I am shuffling the Pasta Tarot. This is what I do for myself every morning. I just shuffle. This is like, a lot of people will call it a daily draw. The idea is that you build a practice of shuffling your deck and drawing a card every day to reflect on. It can be a card that has something to do with, you know, what's going on in your day, or just the tarot pointing out that you need to vibe with this energy. So I want to read you your daily card today for Wake Up in Provincetown. So just tell me when you want me to stop shuffling.
Now.
Okay, cool. And I'll divide the deck into 3 piles. So pick a number 1, 2, or 3.
3.
3.
I was
3.
thinking 2. Oh my God.
God, okay. So y'all got the 8 of Corta. Corta is what you call short pasta, and this card is our penne card. Corta is an analog for wands, if anyone is familiar with the traditional tarot. And so this card is all about movement, feeling kind of bombarded. You can see all this penne is like pouring into this boiling water. It's a lot of energy and it's a lot at once. So this card can also come up when you're traveling or you really want to get out of where you are. So if y'all were thinking about bouncing and just sort of getting out of the way of all that's coming your way, it's a really good idea right now. Tarot's telling you to do that.
Great.
So yeah, thank you.
I think that's pretty fitting.
It is pretty fitting.
Yeah, no. That's,
so tell us one more time how we can support you on Kickstarter.
Yeah, so right now, if you go to thepastatarot.com, there'll be a link right at the top to get to our Kickstarter page. There, you can donate however much you like. If you want to get a deck sent to you by the holidays, they start at $39. You get some deals if you buy a couple more. And you can also add on a reading or a tarot lesson with me to make it like an extra special gift if you're looking to get it for someone you love, who loves pasta, but might not know about the tarot. Yeah.
Cute.
We'll see you this weekend.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm so excited. Thank you
I'll be
so much for
scooping up my
having me.
deck.
Yeah, of course, Jeff. It's always nice to see you.
Thanks for coming in today, Jeff.
Miss you. Bye.
Miss you too. See you soon. That was so cute.
Movement, energy, I get it.
I know.
I'm going to New York next
I'm like
weekend.
getting out of where I'm going and getting out of where I am, fall in Provincetown. Second Labor Day happens, I'm like, when am I escaping?
When are you escaping?
November.
You are?
Yeah.
I'm going to New York next week for a 40th birthday party. Michael Ponte's turning 40. I know.
That's fun.
Yeah, we're going to go see Hadestown and eat at a bunch of nice restaurants.
Oh, that's
the
killer.
hotel that he suggested is $800 a night, so I'm not staying there. He was like, let's all stay at this hotel together. And I was like,
He's at the Super 8 next door.
I'm like, no, I'm staying on my friend's couch. Oh shit, I need to text her back, by the
Oh
way.
my god. Let's check in with Alex and Jonathan. I sat down with them earlier this week to chat about the Washashore Music Festival, and they filled me in. It sounds like it's going to be a really incredible, memorable, exciting weekend. Hear about it all from them.
Good morning, everyone. Today we are sitting down with Jonathan Hawkins from Live from Provincetown and also Alex Dropo from Not Your Average Presents. And they are the people that are executive producing the upcoming Washashore Music Festival, this upcoming Indigenous Peoples Day weekend. Thanks for sitting down with me this morning.
Thanks for having us.
Of course, yeah. So are you all excited about the Washashore Music Festival coming up?
We are very excited. We are just over 2 weeks away, which is a little terrifying.
Crunch
However,
time.
it is crunch time, but I feel like we are well prepared, and I think this town is in for quite an experience.
Awesome. How did this kind of come about? What's your background in doing things like this? How did it get created?
So, I used to work for Global Citizen, a nonprofit that produces live music events around the world. So I've been doing that for the past 7 years, and when I moved out to P-Town last August, I'd already actually been in the works with Krysta in the brewery, friends of mine.
Good morning, everyone. Today we are sitting down with Jonathan Hawkins from
New York, but also they started this amazing brewery here in town, and so I said, what do you think about a music festival? And these guys are gung-ho about doing cool things, and they want to be creative and active with the community. And so we started talking. We actually planned for a festival in 2020, and that didn't happen. So we had an extra year to kind of like think about it. Of course, it had its ups and downs. And like back in July, all of a sudden, internationally, we are known as a case study for the new Delta variant. So we had some hiccups like that, but we have an amazing lineup, and I work with Jonathan Hawkins, a dear friend of mine, who also does every event in town that he can possibly do, and is also an incredible singer, among many other things. So with him in the brewery, it's been an amazing opportunity to showcase this town and what the local community has, the talent that it has, and also bring in some talent that wouldn't have access to this town if it wasn't for a festival like this.
Yeah, at the beginning of the summer, Alex came to me and said that he had been in the works with the brewery, trying to create something new and fresh and queer and different and young. And I said, I'm in. I don't think he was actually asking me to be a part of it. I just said, I'm in, and then here I am.
Great.
I literally, there was a phone call. I said,
And I
so
wouldn't
I'm
have it any other way.
thinking that I want to also do this with you. He's
Great.
like, great. So I invited myself. Yeah. Because I really believe in what they had already sort of, what the mission that they had already sort of developed, and that was to bring in a new, young, diverse lineup of incredible queer talent from around the globe, and also feature so much of our other talent that is here locally. We are a breeding ground of incredible queer talent, and we wanted to feature them alongside new young talent that necessarily haven't been able to come to Provincetown yet. And hopefully, this will be an incredible introduction for Provincetown audiences to fall in love with them, and this will be the first of many times that come to town.
Sounds so exciting.
Yeah.
What can we?
Can't wait.
Right. What can we kind of expect from the weekend? What's it going to look like? Where are things going to be?
Yeah, so I think Alex and I come from very different backgrounds. He does festivals, and I do more concerts and production work. And so it's been really interesting combining kind of our skill sets, where he's used to having a full day of concerts. Provincetown is still a tourist destination, and we still have an incredible, vibrant local tourist community, and so we want people to experience all that Provincetown has to offer during the day, but then starting at 4 p.m. it is back to back Washashore experiences. So we have 5 to 6 live performances each night, so it's over 3 days, October 8th through the 10th, 26 different artists, 6 different parties, and it's just a weekend filled with remarkable, queer, diverse talent.
And some pretty special moments too. We're gonna mold some of these local talent with some of the artists we brought in. Some of them actually have a past history, so there'll be some really unique moments.
One of our headliners, Vincent, actually went to school with Krysta. And so we have Kaya opening for Vincent, and hopefully they'll do a number together. We've paired João Santos up with an incredible artist named Blue Velvet, and we think that the way they could vibe together would be very cool. We're doing a disco party at the Crown and Anchor, and we will have live performances with the DJs. So the DJs will be playing tracks, and Thirsty Burlington will come out and sing a live disco track. It's going to be a really... Oh, yeah. Right. That's it.
Nothing else.
Yeah, surprise!
It's we're very excited to see what comes of it, and I think this town is ready for something like this. I hope that it encourages more people to come and see the beauty of T-Town.
Especially the off-season is such a special part of Provincetown, and September, and especially the beginning of October, are probably the most beautiful times in town, so we're hoping for good weather.
Right now, knock on wood, it's looking pretty nice, but let's not jinx it.
So it's over 3 days and in 3 different venues.
Which venues are?
Yes, the Provincetown Brewing Company right here. They are our presenting sponsor, and have been so incredible to partner with, and have given so much of their time and their team to making sure that this event goes off without a hitch. So this will be one of the venues, and we'll be completely it so that it's fit for a festival. And then the Red Room, which we all know and love, will be a great space for several of our performers, and as well as our parties. And then the Crown and Anchor, so the beautiful outdoor poolside cabaret, which can fill many, many people. That will be where sort of our large headliners are. That's right on the ocean. It's going to be really, really special.
It's going to be epic.
Yeah.
Who are some of the performers that you're super excited to hear?
Yeah, so go ahead.
All of them, to be honest.
Right, of course.
And I'm not just saying that, but every artist has something so unique and diverse about them. So every artist is going to bring something so different to the table, and you just can't help but appreciate every single one of these artists.
Our first artist that we booked was Ty Herndon, who was the first male country artist to come out of the closet. So he's pretty iconic, and is a Billboard, top of the Billboard charts country singer. Vincent, who we all know and love.
Very exciting.
Yes, he's fantastic. The Dragon Sisters, who are remarkable. If you don't know who they are. Check them out.
Incredible. Please check them out. Yeah.
Boy Radio,
who we had on the show a
who we
few
just
weeks
had
ago.
on the show, and I think we all fell in love with.
Very much.
This incredible duo act called Lady, who you went to college with.
I went to college with one of them, Aubrey Mabel, and she's incredible.
Two artists, two kind of like folk rock artists, Mariel Craft and Kate Yeager. And if I'm being completely honest, I've been listening to the same Kate Yeager track on repeat for the last 3 weeks, and I'm driving everyone nuts.
We love that.
That's great.
Yeah, so, and Bitch, we're having Bitch back. Bitch is a huge part of the Provincetown community, but obviously she is world renowned. And then local artists, we have John Lee Richardson, Zoe Lewis, Billy Huff, Joe Santos.
Fresh off his sold out performance at the post office.
So you better get your tickets quick.
Yeah, right.
Mike Sullivan. It's an incredible lineup, and we're absolutely forgetting many names. So hopefully they can be running across the screen right now.
Yeah, we'll do something like that. So how can you get a ticket? What does that ticket include? What's the deal?
Yeah, you can go to Washashorefestival.com. You can purchase a ticket right there. And we do have day of tickets, but I would definitely recommend getting your ticket in advance. We have a 3-day pass, which will also include some special perks like little exclusive events. You'll get fitness daily, and then we also have our single-day passes for those day trippers to be able to come enjoy those. So I would recommend definitely getting in line.
Yeah.
And y'all are also seeking volunteers.
We are.
What does that entail? Because I know a lot of locals watch the show and definitely want to help out and be a part. So what would volunteering entail, and how do they get involved?
Absolutely. So you email volunteer at...
We'll figure that out.
Yeah, you email someone. You email somebody. And basically, they get a fabulous T-shirt that we've designed for them. They get fed for the day, which is wonderful, and the Crown and Anchor is feeding all of our volunteers, which is wonderful. But really, it just consists of being a part of the festival, kind of being our hands-on, from security to sort of crowd wrangling, checking tickets. We need people to work the box office. There are a variety of different jobs, so it doesn't matter what. We will find something for you to do that fits within your skill set and the things that you would like to be involved in the festival. And everyone who volunteers also gets a free 1-day ticket for the next day. Yeah,
that's killer.
Yeah, or whatever day they so choose. If they want to volunteer on Sunday, or if they really want to see Friday's lineup for free, they can do that as well.
Well, we're really looking forward to this festival. We're super excited. That's the Washashore Music Festival this upcoming Indigenous Peoples Day weekend. So clear your schedule, buy some tickets, or email to volunteer.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So thanks for sitting down and
Thanks,
talking about this with me today.
Thank you. I'll see you on the other side.
Perfect.
Washashore Music Festival is going to be a ton of fun. Make sure you head over to their website and either get a single day or a 3-day pass for that. You're not going to want to miss it. Or if you're going to be around and you're a local, check out being a volunteer.
Please welcome to the show Miss Krysta Rodriguez, who's fresh off her turn as Liza Minnelli in Netflix's Halston, and who's in town doing her Provincetown debut, right?
Yes, yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you. I'm very excited to be here.
Is it your first time in Provincetown?
It's my second time in Provincetown. I came to visit a friend earlier this year, but only this year was the first time that I've come. So it feels like I'm getting to know it more and more.
Yeah. And how did the show come about that you're doing?
You know, I think, frankly, I think there was a slot opening. I think there was someone had vacated and Halston had just come out, and it seemed like a perfect fit for sort of bringing out some new material and working. I've known Seth for a long time, so just to kind of get the gang together and entertain people.
Excellent. Just 2 nights?
Just 2 nights, yep.
Tonight, tomorrow, what
Tonight
time?
and tomorrow, 7 p.m. I just found out. I don't know. I go where they tell me when they tell me. So, yeah.
I had asked Dan this, how the challenge of kind of directing an actress who's playing someone like Liza.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine when you found out you were going to play Liza, I would be like, fuck.
Yeah, it's
You know
exactly what it was. Well, it was when I got the audition, I'll never forget seeing the email and looking at the headline, and it's Netflix. Okay, great, love that. Halston, love that. Ryan Murphy, oh my gosh, that's so cool. Ewan McGregor, oh shit, now I want this. And then it's like, your role would be Liza Minnelli. And I was like, stop. Just don't talk to me about this anymore. Like, I can't even fathom this. And I was like, I really feel like this is mine. And also, I'll never get this. Like, it was just one of those things that was never going to happen. So I really threw myself into the audition. All of a sudden, there's callbacks. All of a sudden, I'm the only one they're seeing. And I'm going, there's no way this is happening. So when it did happen, it was so exciting. It was just like this. So rarely is the thing that you want the thing that you actually get in this business. And so I had 24 hours of like pure elation, and then a year and a half of abject terror. Just from I like woke up the next morning and I was like, oh no.
Like, how do I avoid everyone being mad at me? Yes, exactly.
Mad at me. How do I avoid me doing a bad job? How do I avoid me getting in my own way? How do I avoid, there's traps. There's landmines everywhere in that situation. And Dan, our director, was just so great at navigating it. And so, like, hands-on and hands-off at the same time. Like, knew how to shepherd it, but also knew to let me kind of go through what I needed to. And I think that was, and we started before COVID, we shut down and then came back and shot the rest of it in COVID.
Which is hard to shut something off.
Yes, I know, because I had I always tell people I was like in the grocery store with no cart. I was like juggling all these things that I knew about her and all these mannerisms and stuff. And then I had to just drop it all and then figure out how to gather it up again. But I think in some ways it was a really great thing for us because we settled into the parts without us knowing it, without the anxiety of like, we have to do this really quickly and we have all this information and these are the things I know about them. All of us were playing real people, And so I think it really, we had to just relax and be like, I hope it's in there, when we came back.
It's like you put the lashes on and you were like, oh,
I'm back.
Right.
I'm back. Actually, the lashes were a big deal. And actually it was Dan who we were doing our photo shoot before we'd even started shooting, like a hair and makeup test. And he comes running up to me and he says, you don't have brown eyes. And I was like, I know. He's like, you need brown eyes. Liza has brown eyes. And so within an hour, I was at the eye doctor getting fit for color contacts. It was so actually, and I didn't really realize what a big deal it was. But when I put the brown the contacts in, that's when I became her completely.
Wow.
If I had those contacts out, it was just a little off.
Right.
Yeah.
Were you already a big fan of hers?
Totally. I mean, a big fan in any way that a musical theater girl is going to be a big fan of Liza. But I didn't know her early work as well as I should have. And I certainly didn't know the depth of her relationship with Halston. And I didn't know sort of her path as a scrappy musical theater girl. It wasn't just all, my mom is famous, I'm now famous. Like, she really loved her art and clawed her way through that time when she was younger. And I really got inspired by the work she was doing when she was younger and really her icon status that she reached. And less the later stuff and more the early stuff was really cool to discover.
You've also said that one of your dream roles is Sally Bowles in Cabaret.
Yeah, still hasn't happened.
I see that for you.
I was like, write your congressman, somebody start a petition. I mean, I don't even know, it just seems so funny that this is what came first,
Right.
When it comes back to Broadway, it's yours.
Okay.
I have a feeling.
Bob decided.
In 3 years or whenever they bring those revivals back.
Right. There's like a 3-year cycle of Cabaret coming back and back and back.
There's always somebody like more famous and interesting that they cast. So.
I doubt that. Another role that I loved you in and I wanted to ask you about was you got to play Meg.
Yeah.
In the Hercules in the Park.
In the park, yeah.
Which those type of productions are really exciting just because it's in the park and it's public works and you get to work with people who aren't professional Broadway actors.
Right.
That was a lot of fun.
It was a ton of fun and such a great experience because that was actually my first time doing a show at the Delacorte, like a full show. I had done other things there. And here are these people in the public works. So essentially it's people who are from the community they put together. So we had 200 people in the show from all different communities around New York City. And they've been doing this show for 7 years. They've been doing the public works things in the Delacorte. So whereas I'm a professional Broadway actor, they're in some ways a professional Delacorte actor. And so we all have stuff to learn from each other and we all have ways to lift each other up in that. And it's fast and furious. It's a month from start to finish. It's so much work and but really rewarding and really fun.
So you had the privilege of playing Meg, which I'm sure you love, but is she your princess or?
I mean, it's such a no-brainer fit. Like she's such a great character. I like to say she's a goddess. She's not one of the princesses. She doesn't, there's no queendom there. But she's strong. She's independent. I mean, the movie came out 20 years ago, and she was quite a feminist icon at the time. And now we even got to update it more because even 20 years has aged a little bit on them, and got to update her more as sort of more in control of her own life and destiny, which is really cool.
And now that Broadway's coming back, do you have your next gig lined up?
Not on Broadway. I like to refer to it as same seats on the bus. Like everyone just got to go back to where they were, and I was really happy to cheer my friends on who's got to go back into their shows. I don't know what would come up in the next season, but I would hope to. I would love to be back. But no, I kind of made my way in television. I shot a pilot earlier this year. I shot a movie, which I don't know how much I can talk about, but it's definitely going to be a big hit here.
Okay.
There are some, let me call them queens, that I got to do this Christmas movie with.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll be coming out at the end of this year. So
Excellent.
keep an eye out for me and your favorite queens.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
The weirdest thing happened to me this week. My friend Joel, who everyone knows from the show, crashed at my house. He came over to watch a movie, fell asleep, and he likes to fall asleep watching his favorite show. And I wake up in the morning, it's still playing on my TV, and I look up and I'm like, is that Krysta Rodriguez? the person I have on my show this Friday? It was Gossip Girl.
Oh,
and it was
nice.
just I didn't watch that show,
That's
so I didn't
crazy
know
that
you were
you
in
would
it.
have found that because
2
it's
days,
only one episode.
right?
Yeah.
And 2 days before I had you on my show, it was like
yeah.
the most bizarre thing.
I pop up where you least
Right,
expect me.
right.
Check out Gossip. Yeah, now that Gossip Girl's on Netflix, and
Yeah.
so many people are discovering it, and now that the new show's, of course, on HBO, people are wanting to watch the original season. So I'm getting a lot of like, wait, what? You were on Gossip Girl?
Right.
Yeah. My first TV job ever.
Really?
Yeah. First time on screen. Yeah.
You were like a little kid.
Yeah. It feels like I was, but I wasn't. Yeah. But yeah, I had no idea what I was doing, and now here we are. Still not knowing what I'm
Can
doing.
you talk a little bit about the pilot that you just shot?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great show. I don't know if it will become a series, but it's a fun sort of romantic comedy starring me and Jake Lacey, who just finished up on White Lotus.
Yeah.
Everyone saw him as being a real jerk of a husband.
Uh-huh.
He plays a real nice boyfriend in this one. So
Cute.
we'll see if we'll get to do some more of it. It'll be fun.
So, good luck.
Yeah, thanks.
I just want to talk for a second about one of my favorite videos that I've seen of one of your performances has got to be your Bayvita performance.
Yes.
Bayvita?
Bayvita,
Yeah.
yes. It's got a whole storied past, but basically I had auditioned for a production of Evita, and I was out of town shooting a TV show, and so I had to put it on tape. And my music director, Ben Rauhala, had made all the tracks for me. I basically had to sing every song that Ava sings. The audition itself was 13 minutes long. I had to find a place to tape it and learn all this stuff. And I was like, I think I really am going to get this. I was really good at this. And they wrote me back, and they were like, the director loves what you did, but knows you have the chops to play this role, but they really are looking for more of a Beyonce at Coachella Ava Perón.
What does that even mean?
I have no idea. No idea. And they were like, if you want to retape knowing this, let us know. And I'm like, no, I have no idea what that means. And so we would joke about it for years. And finally one day, I was at the piano with Ben, and he was like, what would it sound like if Ava Perón was singing Beyonce songs? And he was able to mash up 7 different Evita and Beyonce songs. Basically Homecoming. We took Homecoming and made it Ava Perón. And it's a fantastic medley that we have such a good time doing. And it might make an appearance in the next 2 nights.
I love that.
At our little concert here.
A friend of the show and a friend of me and Bob's is Raul Esparza, who was on about a month ago. And unfortunately, he just left town, but I was going to try to get him to come in to do his take on Che-Z.
Oh, see?
But
That would have been so good. Oh, my God.
let's make that
I love
happen
Raul.
anyway.
Let's make that
Can we make that happen?
Okay. I have a show coming up, another show. We'll have to plan that.
Baby
That's
and
perfect.
Chazy, that's genius.
Yeah.
That's genius.
I thought of that. And I was
Trademark
like, gonna have to work that in.
Yes. Love it. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming today.
Yes.
I'm so excited. I think I'm going to be at your show tonight.
Okay, good.
So,
Good.
yeah.
That would be fun. Please, hopefully you'll all be at my show tonight.
Yeah.
as
Yeah,
well.
everybody go see Krysta at the Art House tonight and tomorrow at 7:30.
7.
7, sorry, 7.
Don't be late. Yeah.
How
Awesome.
could you not know? I didn't know until 5 minutes ago.
I'm like, I thought I heard 9, but it's 7. It's 7.
That's what the
Perfect.
postcard says.
I will be there at 7.
Okay.
Thank you
Awesome.
so much for your time.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you. I just wanted to talk for a quick second about today is the 5-year anniversary of the passing of John Michael. If you don't know John Michael, he is half of the legendary duo, the Hat Sisters. Tim O'Connor is still keeping their legacy and their energy alive. They were queer activists through the AIDS crisis, and throughout Provincetown, they've always brought some cheer, and they have always been a bright spot in my experience in Provincetown, and I just wanted to remember him and suggest that everyone keep their legacy and their energy alive.
Yeah, we love you, Tim.
Yeah, we love you, Tim. Our hearts are with you today. And we wanted to, lastly, for our show today, we just wanted to do a little, show you a video of one of the performers who's going to be here for the Washashore Music Festival. They are from LA. Their album just came out this past April. They're going to be performing at the Washashore Music Festival, and they write most of their music about the relationships that they have, and it's a really good one. This video is a lot of fun. Check it out.
I'ma be a baby mama if you want me. Beat it like a drum, rum pa pum pum. You might wanna call me daddy, but I'm not your father. Ass Krabby Patties, eat it underwater. Get it and get it poppin', eh? Spending a couple dollars, eh? You like how my persona bang? You wet like you Moana, yeah. Filthy, you wanna be filthy. I know you're guilty, you wanna be filthy. I know you feel me, you wanna be filthy. I know you're guilty, you wanna be. Dirty girl, talk dirty to me, talk dirty to me. Tell me all the things you wanna do. Dirty, dirty girl, pretty girl, say it dirty for me, say it dirty for me. I'll do all the things you wanna do. Dirty, dirty girl.
that was Sienna Liggins. She is going to be performing at this Washashore Music Festival. Check that out. Make sure to get tickets in advance or volunteer. Yeah.
I think that's our show.
Yeah.
We want to thank our sponsors, the Be Well Cannabis Dispensary, where you can get all your green needs met, the Red Inn, Cafe Heaven, the Adam Howard Metal Workshop at 3 Bradford Street, and Project Valor Sailing.org.
Yeah, thank you all so much for watching this morning. We will see you next Friday.
Thanks for waking up in Provincetown.
Wherever you are. We'll see you next week.
Bye.